Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie. Today I'm going to share with you my journey of 1 week being vegan, a full 7-day experience of being vegan. I've been really feeling that my diet has been really poor, and so I wanted to do a week of restart just to see if I had a little bit more energy, if I felt better, and I've always kind of wanted to try veganism. I already do vegetarian once a week, so I always wanted to kind of try going vegan and just seeing how I like it. And this was, I thought, a good time to try it out, especially because we're in quarantine and we're not really going out as much, so it's a great excuse to kind of stay inside and cook for yourself. So I thought, why not? Before I get into the clips, please hit the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I will start by saying that the meal plan that I am using for what you're gonna see is a 1 week vegan meal plan from a girl named Darren from Running on Real Food. I will link her this specific blog post in the description box below. But I went through her meal plan and I thought I liked most of the things on there, and she gives alternatives that you could do. So that is why I ended up with this specific program, because as a new vegan eater, I did not want to try to go to my fridge and figure it out. I knew I wanted some, real recipes and things that someone has already tested to make me like the meal so that I would stick with it for the whole 7 days. So I will go ahead and show you the clips of myself through the week, through this journey, and then I will tell you my thoughts on the whole thing at the end.
I just got back from the grocery store, and I'm just gonna show you what my counter looks like because I have more groceries than I normally shop for. I'll quickly scan through what I got. I'm not gonna go through each item though, guys, because this isn't really about the meal plan I used or anything. This is just what it looks like in general. The only thing that was not on the list that obviously is not vegan is these eggs, and the only reason I got them is because I had a coupon for free eggs at the store. So these were completely free and I just went ahead and got them. I am currently making my first vegan meal. It's dal, I'll show you. The smell reminds me so much of being in Asia, and Dan is gonna love this. I can just tell by the smell. I typically don't like curries and such too much, so I'm interested to see how much I'm gonna like it, and the kids, but they usually are cool with more things than I am. They're less picky than me a lot of the time, so I think they're gonna like it. My kitchen is a mess. Just things are everywhere because it's my first time doing this, so it's a little more messy and it's a little bit all over the place, but it's actually been really fun to use some ingredients that I wouldn't typically use, like fresh ginger and lentils and curries and that sort of thing. So it's been kind of fun. I hope it's good. So lunch today is leftover dal from last night, which I'm not sad about because I really liked it last night, but Isabel not so happy, and I had to make her a roll up, which is not vegan. So obviously the kids are not as excited about this vegan journey as I am. It's hard to convince a 3-year-old to go on it, and honestly I don't care. It's something I wanted to try. I'm not going to force my family to do it. Dan's a little more stuck to it just because I didn't really buy other ingredients, and he likes it a lot too. He really enjoyed dinner last night. He is out working today, and he's helping his mom, and so she's gonna provide him lunch, but he was actually a little bit sad that he wasn't gonna have leftover dal for lunch today. So for him and I, it's going really well. We really are enjoying it. For the kids, actually for Juliana, she really liked it. She ate almost as much as I did in the dal. She just loved it. So she is really excited and really loving it. Isabel, she ate it, but she definitely did not want it for lunch again today. So vegan day number 2, that's how it's going so far. I'm just finishing breakfast for day 3 of vegan eating. Looks so good, doesn't it? I'm loving all of the vegetables. I have not had so many vegetables in my life at one time, I don't think, in so long. So I am loving it. I have not been hungry really yet, which I've been surprised about. I made sure to add snacks into my routine because I had a feeling I would be hungry, but honestly, with all the food, I have not really been that hungry. So my expectations have now been busted, I guess. Like, I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. I had prepped all of the vegetables for this previously yesterday. I did a big prep for like the next 3 days of meals. So all I have to do is literally like get these Tupperwares out with everything already pre-done, and it's made everything so easy. Breakfast took me like 5 or 6 minutes today, and it's so beautiful. So day 3, starting now. So I'm about to prepare myself a snack. I'm gonna have avocado hummus toast. And it was so funny because that's like on the meal plan, so I should know that that's okay. But when I pulled out the bread to like put it in the toaster, I had to second guess myself and like ask if that was vegan, because I make some breads that have milk in them. And so I wasn't sure, you know, if the bread I picked up was vegan. I didn't even like think to check, but thankfully it is vegan, and I think most breads are now that I'm like thinking about it. But I had to double check and like really think about if that was actually vegan or not. So it's funny how, you know, more thoughtful I've been since I started this week of vegan eating. And I would say that, so today's day 3, and the hunger, as I mentioned this morning, has been pretty good. And I feel like I jinxed myself because I feel like right after I filmed that, I like got super hungry for lunch, and then lunch only kept me full for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So I'm snacking. I ate lunch at 1 and it's 3 now, and I'm gonna have a snack. So actually that timing isn't that crazy. I feel like normally I would eat snack around this time, but I think normally I have lunch earlier. So that's why I was kind of a little, you know, confused. But I'm also wondering if the meal plan scheduled certain snacks based on the meals for the day, because yesterday I had a normal lunch, like it was leftover dal, which is kind of heavy, especially when it's like with quinoa, like I had it. And so the snack was just like a chia pudding type thing, chia seeds with almond milk. And so it was kind of a lighter snack. But today, the leftovers from last night was like a salad, and so it's a little lighter. And then the snack for today is avocado hummus toast, which is much heavier. So I'm wondering if they did that on purpose, and if the hunger is like, you know, normal because of what I had for lunch. Like, anyway, thoughts as I am on this journey. I made Penang curry. Well, it has tofu in it, which I have never had. I've had in a couple of dishes, like Indian dishes or something, or Asian dishes, but I've always picked it out. I've never actually really tried it. And I made it for dinner tonight, and here's the current situation. So Juliana loves it. She is a queen. She is eating everything beautifully. Isabel, she's here. She is currently picking out all the things she doesn't think she likes. Tofu she tried, she didn't like it. She doesn't like that there's so many vegetables in there. Meanwhile, me, here I am, sitting here. I'm too scared to try the tofu, you guys. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's really good. The curry is really good. It's creamy, it's coconutty, it's peanut buttery, it's curry. It's like, it's actually really good. All the veggies and the rice and the sauce base is really good, but I just can't bring myself to try the dang tofu. Like, Juliana wants more, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. You guys are gonna bear witness to this. I'm just gonna try it, okay? I'm just gonna try it. Here we go. There's tofu on there. If you can see, there's tofu. Here we go. Okay. To be honest, I taste like nothing. I don't taste anything. I taste the curry, and I feel the texture of vegetables, so maybe it's just adding to the creaminess because it's so like, you can squish it so easy. I don't know, it was not as bad as I thought, so I guess we're at a win here. There's a really nice cilantro flavor in here. I used like a cup of fresh cilantro on top. That's really good. If you like cilantro. All right, well, I'm giving the girls a bath in the sink, so while I do that, you can probably see their heads. I just don't want you to see their bodies though, but there's one, there's the other, here they are. Taking a bath in the sink after a messy dinner. But what I was gonna say was that one thing I noticed today, I had to take myself and the girls over to my mother-in-law's house because I need to work, and Dan's working all week, so it's just been really hard to work by myself with the girls, and I really had to get some things done today. So I took them over there, and while I was, hold on honey, I don't want you doing water while I'm not watching. On our way there, we were going to be there for lunch, and I realized that I had to pack my own lunch because I'm sure I could have found some things to eat, but their diet is not vegan, and so I really wanted to make sure I was going to be able to eat. And it just made me think about how you know, people who are vegan, true vegans, probably have such a hard time when they go out finding options for themselves. And it just made me kind of think about not only vegans but vegetarians as well, because I already do vegetarianism once a week, every week. I always have for my whole life. And it's sometimes hard to find on menus just things for vegetarian. Like there's always a salad option, but you kind of get tired of salads and spaghetti. So having other options is sometimes hard to find. And being vegan, I can't imagine, like it must be even harder. Like I am eating at home all week this week because I have a meal plan and COVID and, you know, just everything. But I can't imagine in normal times being a vegan and not having those options at restaurants. I mean, I know there are vegan cafes and vegan things that they could probably specifically go to, but it just must be much harder. And even to parties at friends' house and stuff. So that just had me thinking about vegans today. Okay guys, so day 4, and for breakfast I had vegan pancakes. It's like 2:30 now in the afternoon, and I still haven't had lunch because when I look in my fridge, I have all of these leftovers that I really need to eat. Like there are so many leftovers in here, just like vegetables and dinners, like from meals that we've been having. Nothing sounds good. Like I don't want leftover dal. I don't want I don't want vegetables today. It's so bad, but part of me just wants to have more pancakes from breakfast. Part of me just wants to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I think that would be vegan. Part of me just wants to have like some avocado toast and call it a day. I've basically been hungry for like an hour, and I've just been putting off eating because I just don't want what I have. Technically, I'm supposed to be eating Penang curry because, like, if you look at my little plan here, well, you might not be able to see it well with the glare, but like, so here is the breakfast, and then my lunch points to like the one from the night before. It's because leftovers, just having leftovers, and Penang curry was dinner last night, but I just don't want it. I don't want it. I don't know, I might put something together, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like a little while, like when I get so hungry that I can't go without eating anymore. Oh, I just don't want it. So I kind of felt really lazy after I like filmed that last little video where I didn't want to eat anything. So I'm now gonna make myself a salad, and the good thing is that we're having salad for dinner tonight, so I'm not gonna make the same salad, but I can just go ahead and prep dinner at the same time because that'll save me time later. So it worked out that I'm eating late, I guess, this time, even though it was just kind of lazy on my part and maybe being a little picky. But I need to pick some kale from the garden, so I will take you guys out there because our garden is just looking really good right now. We've harvested so much spinach so far this year, and we've harvested some carrots, but I need some kale for tonight's dinner, so I will show you guys that. All right, so here I am out in the garden, and here's what we have right now. So we're about to harvest this kale. I said we have just done all the spinach, so we just cleared the bed, and we're gonna put some, probably maybe peas or more spinach for the fall crop, but everything really, we got some carrots over there and some beets and radishes here and potatoes, and we've got more beds throughout the yard. But This is our first year doing a garden, and it's been really cool to just be able to eat from the earth. So it's a good time to try this vegan challenge because we have all this veg fresh from our garden. All right, I got my bucket of kale. What we're doing, so go and start prepping. A nice, beautiful green salad for moi. What are you having? Avocado and tomato and cucumber on a cracker? Yeah. And I had like 3 bites now, and it is so good. The fresh parsley with the tahini dressing and the lemon, and it goes together so well. It is so good. Highly recommend this chickpea shawarma salad. Meal plan is in the description box from the website I got it from, but this one's a hit. This one's one of my favorites, and I would not be hesitant to have it for lunch tomorrow. So day 5, and this morning the breakfast was a tofu breakfast burrito, and let's just say that after having tofu the other night, I was not thrilled to have it again. I will eat it again if it's like kind of masked in a dinner like it was before and kind of squished where I can't really feel the texture or like the taste. But I did not want it for breakfast as the main in a breakfast burrito. So I substituted for mushrooms, and that turned out wonderful. So anyone who doesn't like tofu, sub for mushrooms. It is a great substitute, and it was delicious. And today for lunch, you can't really see it. I'm like trying to open it without spilling it. No, you can't really see it. But it's pinto beans, cucumber, tomato, basil, walnuts, and then a couple spices to just give it a little kick. So it's pretty good. A little bland. I wish there was like some ranch dressing on it, but I don't think that's vegan. It's okay. Nothing to like write home about. I'm also a little worried because there's beans in this, and bean burgers are the dinner tonight, so that would be a lot of beans, and you know what beans do, so I might pick some of the beans out of this, but then that makes me worried because that's like most of the protein. I guess good thing snacks are on the menu, so we'll see. I'm enjoying my coffee for my afternoon snack, and the snack today, look at this, is baked oatmeal, and it goes so well with coffee, so I am in for today's snack and coffee little treat while both girls are sleeping right now, and they both desperately needed a nap. Dan is gone this morning, so I'm up with the kids, which does not happen very often. And I was just sitting here thinking, ooh, let's go for a treat and go get donuts since he is gone. And then I realized vegans can't eat donuts. So that's such a bummer. Such a bummer. I guess I'll still get it for them, but man. So today is another like burrito day or wrap day for lunch, and mine was a little bland yesterday, so I'm just trying to make it a little bit more fun today and more flavorful with some of the leftovers I have from, you know, the week. So here's what I'm looking like a rainbow of fun, and just adding my greens on top, and hopefully it's a little better today than yesterday. We have a cookout tonight, and it's for one of our high school friends, and he's having one of my favorite food trucks there, like just something that makes my heart come back to high school, and I'm so sad that I'm not going to be able to try most of the stuff. I'm going to miss it.
So if you're wondering a vegan snack that a little baby might like, this hummus rice cake. So I just have a plain rice cake, and then I spread hummus on it. She loves it. This is like her second little piece of it now. She also likes them with guacamole and with peanut butter as well. So those are good options in case you need a couple little baby ideas. Well, we've made it to day 7, last day of my vegan week of eating. Last night's party was interesting. You can imagine they had so many vegan options. Salad,
They made corn with bell peppers, and that was good. And I think that's it. I think that was it. I'm like trying to think of everything they had. They had green beans, but they were cooked in like a ham juice. They had a lot of meat, mac and cheese. Oh, they had collard greens. That's the other one. I knew there was something. The collard greens were also vegan. Yeah, but other than that, that was about it. And they had a lot of desserts that were not vegan, so that was really good. And today, I'm having leftover pancakes that I made earlier this week. On the meal plan, it's for oatmeal today, banana oatmeal, but my kids have eaten all the bananas, so there are no bananas left, and I don't want just plain yogurt, plain oatmeal. I could make other things in it, but I'm just being lazy and have leftover pancakes, so I'm gonna have those. Lunch is more leftovers today. I had to come in the kitchen to eat because I felt like I was gonna set a bad example for my kids and then show them it was okay to eat on the couch, which it is not okay for them to eat on the couch because they are a mess. So I had to move into the kitchen, and this lunch is good. But I wish I could throw some cheese or some sour cream or something dairy related onto this. I guess day 7, by the end of the week, I am really missing dairy. More than meat. I'm not missing meat at all, but I am missing dairy. Here we are, the last day, dinner buffet. Looks so good.
Alrighty, so in general, as maybe you saw, this actually was not as hard for me as I thought it would have been. I really didn't mind the meals at all. The hardest part for me was eating leftovers. I just did not crave eating leftovers. Like once I had had it once, that was all I really was in the mood for. So that was hard for me, was eating leftovers. I do think that I want to incorporate more veganism into my life. So now that I know kind of some of the recipes that I like and some that I don't, I know which ones I would make again, which ones I would make more of, which ones I would just make for dinner and not have leftovers of, and that sort of thing. So I think that has been really good. One thing that I really loved about this journey was all the vegetables I was eating, and I could incorporate more vegetables into my life, but I feel like when you're eating meat, you get fuller from that, so you don't need as many vegetables. I could still prepare them. I don't know, it's probably laziness that I don't, honestly. It's more prep, but I really loved that about this past week and how many vegetables I was eating. And then in general, I feel like I did have a lot more energy. I was still waking up a little tired, but I always do. That is just me. I cannot wake up in the morning. I am a night owl through and through. But I did not feel like I was crashing at like 8 or 9 p.m. I mean, like 11 p.m. came and I was like forcing myself to go to sleep sometimes because I still had energy from the day. So I feel like my number one takeaway from this is just how much more energy I had and how much more better I felt physically. I think it was a really good reset for my body, and I want to incorporate this lifestyle more in my life because of how much better I kind of felt. To be honest, I, in general, in the beginning, did not miss dairy as much as I thought. There was a night where we were gonna get ice cream, or I had the idea to get ice cream, and I was a little sad that I could not. So yeah, ice cream was probably the biggest thing that I missed, but I'm a huge sweets person, so that does not surprise me at all. And at the end of the week, I definitely did miss dairy a little bit more after it had been a while since I had had it, just because I, was thinking about adding cheese to a salad or something like that, and that was definitely, dairy was hard, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, I guess I should say. I didn't really miss meat much at all, to be honest. Like, I do like going to barbecues and stuff and being able to have meat. However, I did not miss it at all in meals. I wasn't craving meat. I'm still not craving meat. In fact, today, as I film this, it's my first day non-vegan. I think, though, that so far I have eaten all vegan today. Let me think. No, I did have a little bit of milk in my coffee. But other than that, I've eaten all vegan today. My breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner is gonna be vegan tonight too, just because I had extra vegetables left over still from my week of vegan eating, so why not make them? So yeah, meat, I like being able to have it if I'm out, but I don't know if I really need it in my diet as a necessity. Like, I don't miss it. I think Dan probably feels differently about that, but for me in general, I didn't miss it much. So to wrap it up and sum up this whole week, I would say that I will not be becoming a vegan after this experience. I do like to have the option of meat and dairy in my life. However, I will be incorporating veganism a lot more because I really don't need it. I just like to have the option. So that's my takeaway. That is how a week of vegan meals went for me. Have you ever done this? Are you vegan? Do you have some really good recipes? Because if you have some recipes, I would love to check them out. Like I said, I want to do this more. So if you do have some recipes, please leave them in the comments below so that I can check them out and I can make them. I promise you that I will try them and I will tag you on Instagram if I do. So if you are on Instagram, leave the link with your Instagram handle and let me know that you are there because I will follow you and tag you when I try it. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.